as soon as I've got the web browser up. There we go. Hi guys, and welcome to the second session of the Rebirth. Who's going to recap for us?
You?
I can do, but there's XP in it for the player that can recap.
I can do it. I have notes.
Go on then.
Okay, so basically, Gemma came into town and met an elderly dwarf named...
Oh! Sorry.
No. Master Organ first, and then he basically told her that something had been stolen from him and that she should find companions and then go find him. So then she went to the Brown Tears Ale House, the tavern, where she met Estella and Beldar, and basically told them that they were coming with her. They were voluntold. And then they went... Then they went to Master Ogden's house, and he kind of explained that he used to be part of the Dragon Hunters, and that their crest, which was a golden dragon egg, had been stolen. And he told us a bunch of different people who it could possibly be, including the High Priest of Bahamut, Vordorim Dalpson? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yep.
We have not talked to him yet. It could be his best friend, Doten, or Annabellis, the local chemist, who is also a prostitute.
Alchemist.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Not chemist,
yes, local alchemist. My bad.
Alchemy and chemistry are kind of the same thing because Al just the prefix is the. So
yeah, exactly.
She's the chemist. Or something.
He said it also could be the king or the High Warlock Ildrek. When we were searching around, we found like half of a set of lockpicks, and that sent us to go talk to Ogden's friend Dante, who was a blacksmith, and he told us that they're special lockpicks and where they can like carry something without leaving fingerprints. So that's kind of interesting. And then we went.
We did not get on with the blacksmith.
No, especially Estella, did not like her at all.
I didn't like him, but so it's like.
And then we went to the embassy, and Gemma really, really, really didn't like that at all. And met Ildrek, and he explained that you can't do magic inside of the walls because of old, like wild magic surges and stuff that used to happen. And he was generally unhelpful, and I did not like him at all.
But we kind of reckon we ruled him out as a possible candidate for
Right.
Yeah. He seemed like he was up to something, but not something that we were interested in at the time,
right.
I think,
yes, exactly.
was the vibe we got off him.
Then we went to the antiques shop, and Gemma took the first damage of the campaign because she touched some stuff, and it burned her. And did we learn the name of the person who ran the antique shop? Because I didn't have that written down.
I did not write it down.
Okay, I don't think we did. Anyway,
Wasn't she like a little halfling old lady?
Yeah, she was a halfling lady. Let me just see if I can find what.
And she has a cool like natural history museum in her basement.
Yeah. We were like thinking, this is like this cool extra dimensional space, and like, no, she's just like got a really big basement though.
Yeah.
That was it. Austin.
Austin. Okay.
Austine.
Austine's Antiques.
Okay, and then she also told us where to find Annabellis. That's when she told us that she's a prostitute, and she works at Castell's Care. So we went there. Unbeknownst to us, she was not there, but while we were there, Beldar got ensorcelled by Castell, the person who owns it, and they went off and did their thing while Estella and Gemma waited.
I'd like to think it was just very tame, like, just like, yeah.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened, but I think we can basically assume that we think something's up, given his change of attitude.
Right, yeah. Something was, like, definitely different, and then when he
And I think when Estella finds out that that drow lady is going to get punched.
Yeah. And when he came out, he was like, yeah, we don't need to talk to Annabelle. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And we're like, that's really sketchy.
Yeah.
But then it was nighttime, so we all went back to Brown Tears to get some sleep. Oh, and just for the record, since I didn't say this on the stream last time, right before she went to bed, Gemma cast Goodberry.
Oh yeah, you did say that. But
not when we were streaming. So just for the record, I cast this, and I wanted a DM ruling on this. So it says that the berries are infused with magic, obviously, but are they noticeably magic? Like, are they glowing or something weird, or do they just look like regular berries unless you're like detecting magic?
They would just look like normal berries. You would manufacture them to look like that.
Right. Okay. Perfect. That's it.
Okay, that's pretty much spot on with the recap there, so well done. Then, okay, so it's really early in the morning. Sort of the sun's just coming up behind the hills and the mountains surrounding the fort, and we have a half-orc approaching the city. If you wouldn't mind giving us a description of Nank. Bob?
Yes. I guess it's a very determined gait. You know, eyes looking straight ahead, dressed in chainmail, and having a large sledgehammer at his side. On his back, he's wearing his shield, which is emblazoned with a red wagon wheel. And he's walking with a purpose toward the front gate.
Perfect. As you approach the gate, you see there is a dwarf and an elven guard standing idly by, and they stop you. And they request what business you have.
They stop me? I mean, are they blocking my way? Is that how they stop me?
They sort of step into the path. Non-threateningly, but sort of, okay, you either have business here or you don't.
Okay. I just look at them coolly.
Yes?
I wish to have entrance.
What be your reason? Your kind are well known for being savages.
My kind? What do you mean by kind? Are you talking about humans?
He looks you up and down again and he says, you're no human, orc.
Oh, but I am.
State your business or you may not pass.
I wish entry into the city, for I am meeting with someone here.
Meeting with whom?
That is my business.
They sort of look at one another, look at you, and roll me a persuasion.
Alright. Yeah, stand by.
Standing by.
Nice.
Yes. They sort of go, very well, but any trouble and we'll be on you.
I would expect nothing less.
And you walk into the city. Now, as you walk into the city, you see there's a couple of market vendors there, but not very many, and they're just starting to set up ready for the day. And yeah, so you walk on into the city, move your token as you see fit.
Oh, I have a token on the board?
Yeah, down here.
Can you send a map for me, please? Thank you. Am I adhering to movement rates?
Sorry?
Am I adhering to movement rates?
Just move it as you see fit.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to come into town. I figure I get a good look at the town from here, so I just pause here for a moment and look around.
Yep, you see in the market there's a couple of armourers setting up. There's, a couple of ladies selling fruits, veg, the usual sort of food supplies. There's a butcher selling some wildfowl.
Well, I'm provisioned, so I sort of look over idly. Are people wary of me at all?
They seem a bit suspicious, but the guards have let you through, so they assume you're okay.
Okay, I'm not trying to look intimidating. With the guards it was a different story, because I just don't like to be confronted, so I sort of have a little lighter look on my face. Sort of intrigued by the whole city.
Yeah. This is very, very different from your hometown. It's fairly closed in. The people seem quite happy to be packed in, wolves. And over at Roundhere's, can I get a perception from Estelle and Gemma, please?
Cool. I'll just get that up. Character sheet.
Character sheet. Does whatever a character sheet does.
Cool.
Estelle, you hear floorboards and doors creaking just outside your room.
I'm gonna go investigate. Because I wanted to lie in.
As you sort of look out, you see Beldar sort of flopping around. Seems a bit woozy, but he's making his way down the stairs, half asleep.
I'm gonna kind of gently make sure he doesn't fall and ask if Broadtear's awake, then I'm gonna ask him to get a glass of water. Or whatever, actually, water probably isn't that safe, so just what would be the best thing? Milk? Yeah, milk is for sick people, so. Yeah, I'll ask him to get a glass of milk.
Yeah, he brings over a glass of tepid milk.
And I'm just gonna make Beldar drink it.
And Beldar he refuses. He says, "No, I've got things to do." And he just sort of walks straight out of the tavern.
He seems to be acting very differently from yesterday.
Mate, an Arcana check. Although he seems different, you don't think it's anything magical related.
Yeah.
You seem to think he's just being a bit weird. Maybe it's a Dragonborn thing.
Yeah, I don't know whether they process alcohol in the same way or something. Do I actually think he drank last night?
Make me an intelligence check. Yeah, he probably had something to drink.
I'm gonna go wake up Gemma and tell him that Baldar's gone off somewhere. Did he? And yeah, I'm gonna knock on Gemma's door.
What time of the day is this? How early is it?
This is about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, so it's very early.
Oh, great. Okay, so we probably woke her up then, so it probably would have taken a little bit for her to come to the door, and she just cracks it open and looks out at you. What?
Beldar's wandered off, and it's 4 in the morning, which immediately makes it a bit more suspicious, I can imagine. He said he's got stuff to do. Did he, like, relay anything to you about what that could be?
No, he did not say anything to me. That is strange, though.
Yeah, he does have trust issues, so maybe that's why he didn't want to talk to us about it. Like he says,
I mean, did he seem okay? Because remember what happened at
nothing that I could pick up. I don't know whether. Yeah, it's just I couldn't make a call.
Okay, well, if he said he had things to do, maybe we'd let him and go find him later tomorrow if he doesn't come back.
Yeah, he's gone like for a while, then is there like a missing persons thing around here, or we could just ask the guards to maybe just keep a lookout. Although I don't think we're on great terms with them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we only just met him. We don't actually know that, like, if this is normal for him or not.
Yeah, it just seems like a bit of a behavior shift.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, so what's our plan for do you want to go back to sleep first, or
Yes, I want to go back to sleep first.
so do I.
I've just got this image of you two sort of both laying against the wall.
Yeah.
So whilst those two go back to sleep, Nark, what are you going to be doing? What's Nark going to be doing?
I'm getting a lay of the land here. I'll walk along the main roads, take a look around.
Sure. At one point, you see, you do actually see a very dazed-looking Dragonborn. Doesn't look quite right. Doesn't look so good. I'll center you up there.
Thank you.
And he seems to be wandering south. Bit floozy, but otherwise.
I think the word is woozy, not floozy, unless
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Like you said, you didn't know him that well.
Yeah.
But he does seem to be a little bit off.
All right. I'll approach him. Are you feeling all right there, friend?
He says, "Yes, I've just got things to do, people to see." And
Have a good day.
And he carries on wandering south, and you see him wander off into. Oh, I didn't move him. You see him wander off and down into this really long building that looks a bit sketchy just from the outside.
Could you ping the map where the building he went into?
Like, for all we know, Beldor's a drug dealer on the sly.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, we just met him. Like, I feel like we wouldn't actually know like what he's doing.
Just like some Breaking Bad stuff in the background. Yeah. It'd just be very awkward if I think I pushed that too much in case that was actually what he was doing. So yeah. Carry on.
So, what's Nark gonna do?
Did you ping the map in the building
Yes,
that he
yeah.
went into?
Yep, that one.
I didn't see it. Sorry, I still didn't see it.
Castell's Care. You should be able to see
Oh,
that.
okay. I saw that label there. Oh, I see it now. Okay.
What's Nark gonna do?
I'm going to continue my loop.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to move up here.
So, as you walk through the town, You see a little antiquity store. You notice a very official-looking building with guards posted outside. People wearing sort of medieval smart attire. And there's really nothing at this time in the morning that would be of interest. And as you head due north, you come across a tiny little tavern.
This looks like an important part of town with all the roads.
It's the main crossroads for the town. As I say, you do notice a little tavern up to north. And are you going to turn in for a rest, or are you going to carry on going round?
Yeah, if I've been traveling, it'd probably be a good idea to get some rest.
Sure. So as you go in, you notice there is a very young and particularly short dwarf with a bright ginger beard going down to his toes, and he sort of approaches you and he comes in and goes, more guests! Brilliant, word has spread. How are you today, sir?
I am well. How are you?
Yes, very good, very good. What can I do for you?
Do you have lodging here?
Why, yes. 2 of my rooms are currently taken up. And he sort of rethinks and goes, 3 of my rooms are currently taken up. I only have a broom cupboard room, if that would suffice.
I will accept lodgings here.
Perfect, perfect. Well, that's 1 gold piece a night. How many nights will you be staying, sir?
I will rest tonight. We will talk tomorrow.
Okay. And so you go up to your room, shut the door, and can I get a perception from Gemma and Estella, please?
Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Perception.
To see what you perceive.
Not much!
Gemma, you hear sort of creaking floorboards and again doors slamming shut just outside. This is getting really annoying for you because you've woken up twice now.
It really is. What time is it? Has the sun come up yet?
It's now probably about 5-ish. Like 5, 6 o'clock, that sort of region.
But has the sun risen yet?
Oh yeah, the sun's up and about.
Okay.
I like to think I hear it, but I'm just fed up at this point.
Yeah.
So I ignore it.
Yeah, I feel like she wouldn't go. She's annoyed. She's just gonna turn over.
Brilliant. Okay. So a couple of hours pass, and you will wake around the same time, and make your way out. Now, Jammer and Estella, you meet each other in the hallway, and you turn around behind you, and there's this gigantic orc standing behind you, half orc, standing behind you.
Good morning, sir?
Good morning. Do they serve food here?
I believe, yes, I had... food is alright, service... have you met, what's his name? Short ginger guy, he's,
Oh yes, the one who runs the inn.
He's small and screechy and... not the best thing if you've been, if you have a headache. Yeah. Yes, they do serve food. Are you another guest, or,
I have accepted lodgings here for the evening.
Okay. Yeah, I think, a lot of out-of-towners are staying here because they were not warned about the small screechy one. My name's Estella. This is Gemma.
Hello, I am Gemma of the Raigrad Bakhtari. Who are you? I do not remember seeing you yesterday.
She says that every single time.
She
Get
throws
used to
Estella
it.
a dirty look.
I am Nunk, just Nunk. I am newly arrived to town. I sort of cock my head when I'm looking at the Dragonborn. I have seen another of your kind here.
No, he's gone.
Oh yes,
I look behind. Just, are you okay?
There's only one Dragonborn.
It's very early.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought one of them was playing a Dragonborn.
No, that's just only Beldar is a Dragonborn.
I am human.
Yeah, we're both human.
All right, I rub my eyes. Oh, I'm sorry. I see Dragonborn everywhere.
Oh, did you? Yeah, did he look like he was okay? He's like actually another person who was staying here.
No.
I mean, are there multiple Dragonborns? Have we seen other people who are Dragonborns in the streets? Or is that pretty rare?
You might have seen one or two, but they're certainly not common.
Okay.
And he's also very blue, which makes him stand out.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Was he blue?
Yeah,
I asked Nunk.
Yes, and sick.
Yeah. What was he doing? He seemed very evasive about that, but we've only just met him, so.
He went to a place for care. He must be sick.
I give Estella a knowing look.
No, I just like that's probably for the best. He seemed very ill, so yeah. Well, it's good to know that he's being looked after.
So you all go down to breakfast, and you see Browntear behind the bar, vigorously polishing his, polishing off the tables and polishing his bar down, and he says, wonderful ladies, how are you today?"
I don't think Nunk would appreciate being called a lady. Although I don't know Nunk's life, I don't know his choices, but...
I just assume he's addressing you, not me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Big pot of tea, because you've been seeing Dragonborn where there aren't.
Yes, Master Orc, how are you? Did you sleep
My name
well?
is Nonk. You will call me Nonk.
Okay. And he sort of backs off a bit. No need to be so harsh on me.
I am not.
No, there is every single need.
He sort of mumbles it, and he goes, "So, one pot of tea, and what would you like, Master? Nunk, is it?"
That is correct. I will take whatever your specialty is.
Very well, 2 horse steaks coming right up.
Can we, smell the food cooking or anything like that? I'm just trying to get a sense of, is it similar to what Gemma would normally eat? Or is she like, what the hell is this?
This place and the smells around it smell completely alien to you. Like, you're used to an open fire, rotisserie style meat. This is just slabs of meat shoved on top of a stone plate and shoved in.
That's kind of what I expected. Alright, cool.
So it smells a lot more coaly, charcoal, and you're used to more of the smell of burning wood and campfire. And you see these 2 giant horse steaks come out, and he pops them in front of Nank and sort of distributes some herbal tea. And he says, right, by my calculations, that will be... So that's 1 gold each for the night, and 10 silver pieces for the breakfast, and 5 silver pieces for the tea. And he says, by my calculations, that is 4 gold pieces and 65 silver pieces.
Excuse me, I will not be eating your breakfast, but I will pay you the gold for the night. And she's gonna she had like this disgusted look on her face, like, what is this? And then she's just gonna like casually eat one of her good berries because they give you nourishment for a day. And then she's just gonna like sit down and just stare at them and just wait.
Am I being offered one in this trade?
Well, I want to settle up first, so I reach into my pouch and I pull out 3 gold. I look to the others since they had spent the night here.
I tell them I've only got like 7 silver pieces and change, but do you want to really break up a gold piece? Have you got change for that?
I give them 5 gold.
Oh, perfect. And he sort of takes the gold quite happily. And,
do they have plates and a knife to make sure that everyone has one?
It's not really a knife and fork kind of setting.
I just asked for a knife.
Alright, yeah, you get given a dagger.
And the others?
I'm fine, thank you.
No, eat! It is good for you. It has lots of blood. You need blood.
Yeah, when blood comes out of you, you gotta put blood back in. That's how biology works.
Oh, I nod my head. Like you know exactly what's going on.
I'm fine, I assure you. And she just sits back.
I will take the offer of some steak and trade for tea. Even though the steak is worth a lot more. But, yeah.
With surprising manners, I go and cut things up for you. And then divvying them up, I try very hard not to use my fingers. And go and portion things neatly.
Oh,
I feel like Gemma's just watching, like, kind of curious / confused. Because she probably hasn't met that many, like, civilized half-orcs, you know? She's, like, from the north where it's a little bit more wild. But while they're eating, Gemma wanted to ask Estella, like, I thank you for joining me on this quest. It has been strange and different than I expected. How did you come to be at Atrelia Keep?
Well, I wanted to just get back into practice after I took up adventuring again.
You used to adventure?
Yes, with a very different skill set. So, it's like one of those sort of retraining kind of things.
I see. I could learn much from you, I think.
Yes, you could probably learn a lot, and probably a lot from some mistakes I've made. Yeah. Maybe just try and bypass those. I wouldn't recommend it.
Do you have, like, a really obvious holy symbol on you?
There's a big staff with a sun on it, so,
Okay, so she's gonna, like, so she carries around a staff as well, but it's, like, very druidy, like, has, like, an eagle carved on the top and stuff. But she's gonna, like, look at it and be like, is that a holy symbol? Are you a cleric?
It is a holy symbol, yes. Of sorts.
Oh, I suddenly stopped chewing and I put down my knife and I look like I just made a faux pas. Oh, did you wish to make a prayer before we eat?
I worship Lathander, who is the Morning Lord, the god of the dawn, renewal, new beginnings, childbirth, sun stuff.
What is your deity's name?
Lathander.
Praise Lathander! And I slap my hand on the table and I go back to eating.
Yep. Yeah, breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Oh, good. I've portioned out some for both of you, so I'm looking at each of you to have some.
I go to Gemma.
Especially after you said that, I'm looking right at you. Oh, yeah. Oh. It's good.
Yeah. Gemma,
She just
Breakfast
looks
is-
at you.
breakfast is the most important meal today, especially for a young, growing girl like yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm nodding. Yes, yes.
She will begrudgingly, like, cut one.
I think Lathander would want you to eat it.
I do not follow your god. But she'll cut off, like, one little piece of the side, and then just, like, eat it slowly. And then
Gemma,
sit back.
make me a fate roll.
A what?
A fate roll, D100. Higher is better.
Uh-oh.
This is some good steak.
You mean
It
non
is-
happy? He's just smiling now at you, which is a little disconcerting with his fangs.
It is different, but not unpleasant. She'll take, like, a couple more bites. But that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Go on.
I inquire as to Nonk's profession. So, what do you do? Given
I
you
am.
quite...
I am a traveling Wainwright.
Ah. Is that why you got a big hammer?
Did they look confused?
Yes. Gemma definitely looks confused.
He looks scalded. He has to dumb it down.
Did we all dump it? While Baltar's away. Oh,
I work
good!
on wagons. I work on
right.
wagons. I drive wagons and carts.
Ah.
Cool. It's always good to have a driver. It's a respectable profession.
Yes.
Gemma, I'm not sure if I asked what you do.
Oh man, what would she say? That is a complicated question. She would probably say, I'm here to learn and to grow my power so I can better help my tribe.
So it's like foreign exchange or
There is much for me to learn. And
I can see that.
And I have realized that there are things outside of the tribe that could help us.
Like fantastic steak technology.
Yes.
I suppose. And other things.
I punctuated by popping a piece in my mouth.
What steak is this?
It's
Yeah.
horse.
Ah. Okay.
Brown Tear comes over to you after a little while and he says, "So, you got any plans today?"
None involving you. Go away.
Oh, come on. I can be real useful, you know.
Yes,
Can
yeah,
you
let-
swing a sword?
Well, I can pull a mighty pint, I know that.
Weapon proficiency pint.
Improvise weapon.
Yeah.
We are helping Master Ogden today.
Yeah.
Can you guys make me a perception check?
I can.
All of us?
Yep.
Man, my perception is terrible today. Come on, I have +6 at this.
No, you all notice, just above the bar, you probably didn't notice the day before because it was too dark or whatever, that there are a couple of crossbows hanging above the back of the bar. And they look very, very similar to those that you met at the blacksmiths.
Do you sometimes get a real tough crowd here?
Oh no, they're just for display. They belong to the former master of this house. Sadly, he passed away 10 years ago.
Well, he should have been better with the crossbow.
What was his
No,
name?
What was his name? Don't know his name. This was...
Bob. Please give him a rapper name.
Duggan D. Holden.
Yeah. Well, do you think you could use one of those things?
Oh no, I'm a bloody poor shot.
Yeah, but like crossbows, they're like basic level weaponry. It's what you give to a peasant who's just there, and it doesn't even like require any strength behind it because you just wind it up and point it. It's...
I can never get the angle right. The wind always takes me arrows.
Yeah, you kind of like need to compensate if you like close one eye for it.
He says, but anyway, they're just for display.
What if like is that safe if you're like not trained with them?
Are they loaded or are they just?
They're not loaded at all.
Okay.
Maybe just like if they're just there for display, get rid of the strings on them so you can't like have someone grab them and yeah.
Oh, that won't happen.
Can Gemma just like get up and walk over to them? Because she, doesn't want to eat. She doesn't need to eat.
You wouldn't be able to reach them from the other side of the bar now.
Okay. She's just gonna kind of look at them.
I pull out. Already got a light crossbow as a backup, which I will probably never use. Besides showing off that I've got a light crossbow, maybe for intimidation purposes. I don't know. It's like, yeah. And I'm just like going like through all the different intricacies and like explaining what it all does, without pointing at anyone in case it does like go off, and just like I like go through safety things, and I'm gonna show Beldar how it works.
Beldar's not here.
No, not Beldar. Brown tier, broad tier, whatever.
Brown tier.
Annoying bar dwarf.
And when you fire it off, you just see him sort of curl up into a ball and go, "Don't kill me!"
Yeah, I don't think fighting's for you, mate, if you're gonna just react to that. I wouldn't, like, set it off in his... Well, I might, given how he is, but, it would be, like, nowhere near him. It would just be, like, I'd probably just, like, take it outside and just fire it into the dirt.
Yeah, he still has the same reaction.
Yeah. Yeah. You are, like, not... You are support, is what you are. You are not fighting, and I don't think we could use your services. Unless you, like, know a lot about the town, and you're willing to, like, abandon your bar for a day, which would, like, use you a decent amount of business. Well...
You look
Actually,
around,
it wouldn't...
As you
it
say
wouldn't...
that, you look around and see the bar's completely empty.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that from last session. If you're like really bored and don't mind using trade and you know a bit about the town and maybe would get on with people more than we do, you could come, I guess?
He says, "And leave my bar." I'll not do that.
Yeah. I thought you were the one who said if you were asking about our plans. So I thought you were coming.
No, I'll see if I could help from here.
Oh.
Do you know where the is it a cathedral, or what is it of Bahamut that we were looking for? Was it a cathedral or a church or something?
Temple?
Cathedral.
Maybe a cathedral.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you know where the cathedral Bahamut is in town?
He goes, "Oh yes, due northwest of here. Just follow the road straight up. You can't miss it. Big bloody building with a pointy thing at the top."
And what about the treasury?
He goes, "That's southwest of here. You need to go west for... Ooh, I don't know. About... How far is it? Can't see that. He says, go west for about 20 minutes and then turn south. And you you can't miss it. Highly guarded building.
All right. Are you done with your breakfast yet?
Yep, I'm done.
Then shall we go?
Sure?
Now, may I come with you?
Yep.
You spoke of a quest.
Yes, we do have a quest. Are you looking for one?
I would like to join you in yours.
Yeah.
And then perhaps you can help me with mine.
Cool.
We would be honored.
I need to go out and help people as part of my retraining, I guess. Are you in any way skilled with combat, if it comes up?
I served in the militia.
Ah, good man.
When I pull out my sledgehammer and I sort of smash it into the palm of my hand, I can hit things.
Good.
Make a strength check.
Do I want to make this?
Yeah!
Holy cow!
You sort of,
Oh no!
as you bring the hammer down into your other hand, you sort of solidly grasp the end of the hammer, and now you're looking real tough because you've done it at such force and just stopped the hammer in its tracks.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
You remind me of some people back home. And she smiles and then walks out.
Yeah.
It's a shame there isn't an infatuation check.
Roll for adoption.
So where are you guys going to head off first?
I think it's good to check out the Temple of Bahamut because we need to roll that out in our investigation.
But while Beldar's not here, do you think we should try to find Annabellis? Remember, he didn't want to talk to her.
Yeah, we could try and find her while he's not here to whine about it.
Exactly. She was supposed to be in the treasury. Maybe we should go there first.
Yeah, we could go check that out. I guess we fill in Nunk with the details of the quest we've got so far and do the newspaper spinny thing.
Yep.
So we just tell them about what happened.
Yeah. What happened, where you going, and why?
Oh, as they go through the story, my eyes get wider and wider.
You okay?
And then at the end, I'm like, this is worthy of me.
We are glad
You shall be known as Nunk, Egg Hunter.
Okay, so you guys head down to the treasury, which is down here.
Okay.
So move your tokens as you see fit. I'm going to drag you all down there alternatively. Boop. As you approach the treasury, you see a number of very heavily armed guards blocking the entrance. And they say, "Who approaches?"
I do.
And you are?
Estella.
What is your business?
I'm here, I've been contracted to do a private investigation for a client of mine.
And you seek it here at the treasury?
Yes. I can be supervised if you wish.
Very well. But you are the only one that may enter.
Oh, but these are my colleagues. Nunk and Gemma.
They wait outside.
It's okay, you can go.
Okay.
So as you enter in, The first thing you notice is there's a number of different vaults. The first one obviously is pertaining to treasure. A second one is pertaining to magical items that have been confiscated. And the final one is a alchemy holding.
Oh, so like a sort of secure room for dangerous chemicals, I can imagine.
Yes.
Maybe. Okay, I think that's where I'd find Annabellis. I'm gonna check out.
You do indeed find Annabellis. She is a human about 5'2". She's got brown flowing hair, and she's got fairly soft skin, and she looks sort of late 20s, early 30s.
Hi,
Hello.
my name. Just want to ask you a couple of questions.
Of course.
Just, I'm here on a investigation for, a employer of mine.
You hear a couple of pops go off in her cupboard. She says, "Oh, 1 second, 1 second." And she sort of turns her back and goes to a cupboard. And you see these little vials and jars all intertwined. And she goes, "Ah, perfect." As she smells it. "That'll do nicely." And she seals it up and she says, "Sorry, how can I help?"
Oh, what is that substance, by the way?
Oh, just a little something of my own making.
Yeah. Do you know anything about, actually, line of inquiry, could you just describe what you've been doing the past couple of days?
Well,
And
yes,
just, like, provide any alibis or...
I've been here most of the time. The guards can obviously give me that alibi, and there was I did get called up to, oh, what's that man's name? Dreadfully awful dwarf.
Brought to you?
No. He's a lovely fellow. I've drunk with him on many occasions. Ogden.
Ah, so you have been at Ogden's place.
Yes, I was supervised by him at all times. I was inquiring as to the possibility of a purchase of a certain item of his.
Oh, and what item is that?
Why, the crest, of course. It's the most valuable item in this city, especially for magical researchers like myself.
And how did this purchase transpire?
And she says, "Well, obviously, he declined me. He said it held a great deal of value to him. And that was that, really."
Out of character, the crest was the dragon egg, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the crest.
Can you describe why it would be of interest to someone of an alchemist's background?
Well, you see, the dragon egg holds certain properties that are otherwise hard to find. The material of the egg in itself is a mystery.
Ah, so research purposes.
Exactly.
It's an unknown. Yeah. Can you think of anyone else who would want it? Would
Anybody
you?
that Ogden has upset, everyone knew how much that was to him.
Yeah. Would you have any reason to upset him, or?
No, my dear, no. He's a regular down at Castell's, you know.
Oh. That's very interesting to know. And Castells, does she accept alternate forms of payment for her services?
No, gold only. Although I I'd love to know her secret on how she gets them all to come back every night.
Yeah, that's very dubious, I think. Yeah, but
So whilst that's going on, what's going on outside?
So Gemma would probably be like, looking around, like keeping her distance from, the guards or whatever. She's not trying to like go in there. She's just waiting. But are there have she seen any beggars in the city? Or
There's been a few. Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, are there any around here, or are they like in the market?
They go where there's most foot. What's the word?
Traffic?
Foot traffic. Yes, thank you. So no, there's none around here specifically.
Okay, that's fine. So she'd probably just be chatting to Nog, waiting if he's not doing anything.
What's Nong doing?
I'm keeping a healthy distance from the guards. I'm kind of interested in the building itself. Is this like a reinforced building at all?
Yeah, it's made of stone construction. Looks a bit like a jail cell from the outside.
And are those parapets on the side? Are there guards up there?
Yep, there's guards surrounding the building, like just keeping an eye on this. They know. They sort of take extra care to guard every entrance and exit into this building.
Okay, my conversation is about, how this is a good, strong structure and very defensible, and I'm pointing out the best ways to protect it.
Okay, Gemma's following along, like, oh, that's really interesting, but which it is because she's not used to like permanent structures, but also kind of like this is not that useful to me because her tribe doesn't have permanent structures. But still, like, interested,
Brilliant. So back inside, is Estella pretty much done with?
do I believe what she's saying?
Make an insight check.
Okay. I do have a couple more questions, but get this out of the way.
Yeah, she seems to be fairly legit.
Yeah.
Again, like the rest, she seems dodgy, but for some reason not about this.
Do you work? What is your contact with what's the establishment called again?
Around here?
No, the other one.
Oh,
Castells.
She says, well, I work there most nights.
Oh.
Guards
Second
got
job.
to eat.
Yeah. Is everything okay about your employment there? Are you looked after? Just confidentially?
Well, of course. Castell's care really is Castell who cares. I suppose that's one of her greatest attractions.
So she's are there any staff members she doesn't get along with, or has she had any disagreements with?
None whatsoever.
Now, do I believe her?
Yeah, again, she seems to be telling the truth.
Yeah. Okay. Well, is there any other properties about the crest that you would know that would help with its, if someone wanted to track it down? Or see whether it was a legitimate article?
What, the egg, or...?
Yeah.
She sort of ponders for a moment, and you hear another couple of pops, and she sort of turns her back to you and she goes, the second brew is ready already.
Has she got like a magical microwave in the background?
No, they're like all little connections and siphons of different chemicals and mashed up herbs, and she's just playing around basically.
I've just got I just had this mental image of this being this cupboard behind her and just like pinging whenever the chemicals are done.
No, it's more like the lids of the bottles going from build up of pressure.
Yeah.
And she says, "Oh, I really must get back to my work, but thank you for popping by." And she sort of clicks and waves over to the guards.
If you have any other information you could give us, I'm sure there would be some kind of incentive in it for you if we talk to.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
And
So.
as you sort of walk away, you see her going, glug, glug, glug. And she sort of spits it out.
Okay. So I go back to Gemma. She seemed pretty legit. I did make a connection though that Ogden goes to the same place where we went to last night, and is a frequent customer.
That's interesting.
My theory is that could be a way that the egg went missing. Maybe he had debts there.
That's possible. I think we should go talk to the priest of Bahamut first.
Yeah, rule out all lines of inquiry.
Yep. Okay. So you.
What do you think, Nunk?
I look distracted and yes.
Okay, good man. Let's go.
So you head up to the cathedral, which I have now lost. Right, there it is. Oh.
The lost cathedral of Bahamut.
So takes you. It's getting towards sort of early afternoon now. You spent the best part of the morning sort of in the outhouse and in the treasury. As you approach,
Did we see any beggars on our way there?
you will outside the cathedral, yeah.
Okay. Gemma's totally gonna put a good berry in like their cup or their hand or whatever.
And they thank you gratefully. And you see a giant spiral staircase sort of leading into the entrance. And on the door there's a couple of very heavily armoured people that are hiding their faces very carefully.
Why are they hiding their faces?
I do not know. Estella?
Mate.
And they say, welcome to the Cathedral of Bahamut. Please, come in.
Are these the same people that were hiding their faces?
Yeah.
Why do you hide your face?
And they say, it is of our best interest to keep ourselves hidden.
Are you Dragonborn?
And they sort of, you see them act a little bit shifting. They say,
They're Dragonborn.
No. They say, no, Dragonborn have not been in this city for many, many years.
I beg to differ. We just saw one last night.
What? Out and about?
Yes.
He wasn't arrested. How interesting.
Oh god. Well, we know where to find Beldar.
Why would a Dragonborn be arrested just for walking around?
They are considered criminal beings. I'm surprised you're still being allowed to walk around. And he sort of looks at Nank.
Yeah, I sort of shrug.
Yeah.
Have you not been met with hostility at the guards?
They were just doing their jobs.
Yes, well. Anyway, come on in. Hear the good word.
Well, second best word. It's up there. It's like A tier, but like not S tier.
He looks at your staff and says, "Ah, worshipper of Lathander.
Yes.
Very well. I'm not quite sure what you would be doing in our cathedral, but you are welcome nonetheless."
I I respect other religions. Just even if they aren't quite as. I kind of think of I pause and think of my words carefully. Yes, you know. Yeah.
As you walk into the cathedral, you see again everyone in there has these long draped over hoods, long trailing cloaks.
They're all Dragonborn, aren't they?
They've all got the symbol of Bahamut on their cloaks, and you see an image of Io painted in one of the windows, and there's also an image of Tiamat and Bahamut sort of intertwined with one another. And they say, "Come, have you come to learn about the birth of Bahamut?"
I've come to learn things. Gemma needs to learn things. What about you? And I look at our half-orc friend.
I look surprised for a second. No.
And they sort of come. Then why visit us? Surely there's a reason.
He's following us.
This must be fate. One does not simply stumble into a cathedral.
We're actually having a look around for.
We are looking for someone.
Well, something.
Or something.
As you guys are sort of trying to talk to him, it's clear that he's not really listening, and he ushers you into this great big hall where they're in the middle of like a sermon-like service, and almost evangelical in the chorus of "All hail Bahamut! Bahamut is with us."
They have a lot of followers?
There's a lot of followers in this particular cathedral, yeah.
Do they all have the similar kind of shrouds, or just like some of them?
They're all in the same kind of cloaks, except for the guy standing up on top of a stage who's wearing a bright white one that's embroidered with gold.
I'm gonna watch respectfully.
Yeah, Gemma's really uncomfortable in the temple, but would just, be quiet and kind of observe.
So as you're watching, and you keep watching, this goes on for quite some time, and I can imagine Estella and Gemma especially getting very bored. I also imagine Nank sort of getting a little bit drawn in with the chanting and the
That is accurate.
And
okay, if she's waiting for a while, is there anything around that she's gonna get distracted by? Because she.
Yeah, I think if it's like a sort of hour-long thing, in like the first 20 minutes or stuff, I would try to slink off and have a look around.
Sure. Nank, make me a fate roll.
That's a percentile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get any kind of response, and you actually start to feel a little headachy from your chanting. You're just joining in for the fun of it. You think,
well, good. It's good. It's good. You know, if they're ready to leave, so am I.
And, you sort of leave with the other two, and as you're looking around, the chanting dies out in the background, and there's tapestries telling of Bahamut's great victories. There's tellings of the downfalls of the dragons, the birth of the Dragonborn, and there's all sorts going on in these tapestries. But other than that, everyone seemed to be in that service.
Yeah.
Are we alone, or is there anyone that's observing us? Are we being escorted at all?
There's a couple of people wandering the halls, but really no one that you feel would be of importance.
All right. Well, I kind of whisper to the other two, and I ask them, "This seems like a place where the egg would be."
Where would we find it? And who would we ask? Well, I say ask. I think who would we kind of investigate?
Ogden mentioned Vordum Dalzum, the high priest. Where would he be?
He would be the one that was chanting too much, I said, holding my head.
Yeah. We might have to wait until the service is over. Then.
Yeah. He might have his own chambers where the egg might be.
Are you going to go looking?
If you want to go look for that, Gemma, I suggest looking very confused and lost like you usually do. If you do get stopped.
I feel like she wouldn't necessarily go into different rooms, but she would look around to see if there's an obvious offshoot rooms that look like they're for individual people and stuff.
Make an investigation check.
We're just lost out of towners.
Nope.
Yeah, there's some very pretty tapestries around.
Cool. I'm just distracted by the tapestries. She's looking at the tapestries. She's probably looking behind the tapestries.
Secret doors!
Exactly.
Can I have a look around?
Yeah, make an investigation check. Nope.
Wow.
Slow clap. No, you just see.
Why are you looking there?
You were probably more distracted with don't touch that. What are you doing?
Yeah, I was going to say. Estella's sort of looking around on the rocks and behind the tapestries, and you're following behind her, doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Roll me an investigation.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah.
All right.
I just see this being a 1 as well.
Yes!
Oh my god! The dice gods have a sense of humor.
Although you're looking around and don't see much of interest, you sort of lean against what you think is a wall, and you sort of fall flat onto the floor, and you look up, and you just see the spiral leading up to the top of the tower. And you look around, there's no doors.
Ooh. Hey!
He's just thinking this wall construction isn't correct, and he's just poking it, and then...
Yeah, I'm having some... I'm excited. Look what I found!
They're not there.
Oh. Can I go back?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Alright.
Come on. That's a save, not a check.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where's,
I think the modifier would be the same, though.
You just click on the left side,
all right.
where your main stats are.
There you go. It mattered.
That's it, yeah. Yeah, no, these walls are really... That was a DC 5, dude.
I guess this is where I live now.
You're really confused as to how you got here.
Well, I can see there's a way up, so I go up.
And as you're walking up...
Do we notice Nunk's gone?
Probably. In a moment you will. You start walking up the stairs, and as you do, you feel one give way underneath you, and the stairs just turn into a slide, and you slide all the way down back to the bottom of the stairs.
Aww.
Oh.
Wee.
I look around. Did anyone see? Because I'd be really embarrassed.
No, there's no one
Can we
around.
see him like slide out of the wall?
Gemma and Estella, you look around and realise Nank's disappeared.
Okay, now I need help, so I start calling for them.
Roll me a perception with advantage, Estella.
Good thing I had advantage.
Yeah, you can hear Nank's voice coming from behind a wall somewhere.
I'm gonna walk towards it and say, Nunk, what did you do?
I found something.
I kind of like put my ear to the wall.
He seems to be behind that wall, but no idea how he got behind there. And as you're sort of listening to the wall, there's a couple of clerics come walking past, and they start whispering.
I look like I kind of like look like I'm leaning against the wall, just trying to act casual.
As you sort of lean against the wall, acting casual, once they've passed, you feel yourself falling backwards, and you sort of look up, and again you see the same spiral wooden staircase leading to the top of the tower, and you see Nark standing there.
Did the clerics just see me do a sort of dull boy counter thing, only horse and horses style?
They don't see anything, but yeah, it is kind of like that.
Was I there for that or not?
Roll me perception to see if you saw that. Yeah, you saw.
Yes!
You saw what happened, and and
Okay.
you sort of press against the wall, and again you sort of fall through, and you see Estella there as you're falling, and you sort of land on top of Estella.
Can I try and catch her before she falls on top of me?
Yeah, roll dexterity. Would that be? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
If you're dodging, it's probably dexterity.
Yeah, probably straight dexterity.
Yeah. That.
Woo!
Yeah, you managed to sort of hold your hands out, and you see
Grab her by the shoulders.
Gemma sort of put her hands out, and you're sort of like that with one another.
Okay.
And then she like scrambles off. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Seems to be stairs.
I help them to their feet.
Are they stairs again, or is it a slide?
There's stairs again. As soon as Nank got to the bottom, they reset.
Okay.
I mean,
think
Gemma
I-
would start going up because she doesn't know that it turns into a slide.
Right, and I tell you to wait. One of these
just gonna
stairs
check
here is
something.
bad.
Okay.
Do I know which step it was? Or do I have an idea?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
You think it was about the 10th step up.
Okay.
Can I look around to see if there's like a lever or a button or something that would like, keep them from going down?
There's no buttons or anything, it's just this spiral staircase.
I wonder if you need to be like holding a holy symbol of Bahamut to go up the stairs.
Or maybe you just know which step's the dodgy one.
That's what I think. I'll try it. Just look out below. I don't want to hit you.
Gemma like plasters herself to the wall.
Okay, I hope it's a 10th step. I get to the 9th one, am I okay?
Yeah, you get to the 9th, you get to the 10th, and you're fine.
I can step over it?
Yep. And as you go up, and you're counting your steps, you get to the 16th step, and the stairs give away again.
Okay. So we skip 10 and 16.
Yeah, do I hurt myself?
No, doesn't hurt. It's just like a kid's slide. Very big
Yeah.
kid's slide. And
I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna keep a lookout.
Are you casting Unseen Servant?
No, I was just checking what it did.
Right, okay.
I was thinking maybe send it up the stairs, but I'm not sure whether I notice where it triggers it.
Right, okay.
So, gonna go up. Skip number 10 and number 16. And
You get to number 17 and the stairs give way.
Damn it!
How close to the top are we there?
You're not even a tenth of the way up.
Oh, no.
Is there anything at the top that would disable the slide mechanism?
Make a perception check.
Do I think casting light would help? Just to get more of a better view of it, or is it already pretty illuminated?
It's very illuminated. It's middle of the
Okay.
day and there's a skylight, so...
Okay, I will make a perception check.
Can I look for it too?
Once I get to the right page of the character sheet. Cool. 13.
Although you don't notice anything specific that would be to do with the trap, you do see somebody in the same white cape, stepping out onto a ledge at the top.
I'm going to hide.
Yeah, I flatten against the wall in a place where they can't see down.
And he looks over, and I'm assuming Gemma copies whatever Estella does at this point.
Yeah. I mean, she was already kind of plastered up.
Yeah, you see them looking down, and not a lot happen. You know, he doesn't notice you or anything, and he goes back into the room at the top.
Yeah, if we do get up there, it's got someone there already. Of course, it could really freak him out if I was able to trigger the steps without anyone being there and convince him it's broken. I could try and convince him it's broken and he needs to disable the mechanism. I could cast the first spell of the campaign.
Do it.
Do I reckon I could hide here for 10 minutes? Or would I use this? No, can't use it ritually because I don't have that casting kind of thing yet. So, I am going to cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Using up my one spell slot.
Yep.
Okay. You kind of like see me just hold my staff, start muttering something. And it'll take... It lasts an hour.
Yep.
Takes one action, so I just do it for a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send my Unseen Servant up the stairs.
I'm assuming you have string and a bit of wood on you. Yeah.
I have an arcane focus,
Okay, that's fine.
which is my staff.
You can feel the presence of your unseen servant going up the stairs, and nothing happens.
I get it to press on the floors, on the steps even.
Nothing happens.
Goes all the way to the top,
Yep.
knocks on the door, and backs away.
There's no answer.
I knock again.
Still no answer.
Again.
You're doing this for a little while, and there's no answer at all.
open the door.
Door is locked.
Hmm. Do any of us even know how to unpick a lock if we do get up there?
That is not within my skill set.
I mean, I could give it a shot. I don't really have the materials on me. I've got a crowbar, actually. Could send the unseen servant up with the crowbar, but that would just be forced entry and would be very obvious if someone comes back.
Yes. Perhaps now that we know this is here, we should just go see if the ceremony is over? The sermon?
Yeah, can do. And I've got my unseen servant for an hour. I won't actually tell you what I'm doing. You just hear a knock at the top of the stairs and just me looking at it.
I mean, we saw you cast a spell, so...
Yeah. Okay.
So can we try to figure out a way to get out? Is it obvious? Can we just push on the wall to get back out?
You know exactly where you came through.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we go back to the, main room and see if they're still doing their thing?
As you head back in, the main hall is pretty much empty now. And you see the person in the white cloak with the golden dragons on it. And he's saying farewell to his last few clerics.
Does the lead cleric have a hood on? Is he hiding his face as well?
He's also hiding himself.
Estella, do you think that is the high priest?
Definitely looks like someone important.
He has golden dragons on his robes.
Well, there is a tried and tested way of finding out, and I go up to him and ask him if he's the high priest.
He says, he turns to you and he says, yes. I've heard that somebody was trying to gain entry to my private quarters.
Oh. That's very unusual.
And he's staring at you straight in the face, and you can just feel these eyes burning.
Oh, I tell him the truth. It was an accident. I fell in by accident. I am so sorry.
Yes, well, I did hear you knocking.
Oh, that wasn't me. It technically wasn't me.
And he goes, well, anyway, how can I help you?
We're here to investigate an important draconic artifact that's gone missing.
Yes, I've heard there was an egg go missing.
Would you happen to know anything about that? And
I know quite a lot. That egg was a disgusting symbol of the hunting of dragons. I'm glad it's gone.
oh,
That is what we were celebrating.
Do you know where it is?
He says, I've no idea, but I applaud the man that took it.
I'm doing an insight on him. Is he telling us the truth?
So-
roll insight.
so you know it was a man.
He, again, like everyone else, seems dodgy, but is he? You're not quite sure if he's deceiving you. And when you make the comment about you know it's man, then he says, "Well, we are all of one form of mankind or another."
What if it was a woman?
Says
So you
the
either
man-
know what's going on or you're low-key sexist, mate.
He draws back this white cloak, and you see a very feminine face of a dragonborn,
Oh. Oh.
And she says, "You think these fools would follow me if they did not believe I was a man?"
Well, the Church of Lathander is much more equal opportunities. We're much more progressive.
Please do not preach to me. It is me. It is my duty.
I'm not saying you follow Lathander. I'm just saying maybe you could learn something.
She says, "It is my duty to seek sanctuary for all the Dragonborn. The dragon hunters that are left out there seek our blood now, for they believe that it is the same as dragon blood."
I shake my head sympathetically.
Yep.
"Master Orc, you must know of these prejudices."
I sort of bristle a little bit at being called Master Orc, but I let it go. Yes, I know of prejudice.
People just keep calling you Orc all the time, which is a bit kind of racist. They should call you Nunk.
We do not mean to offend, but it is your most defining feature.
But he's like a wheelwright? He's got a big hammer? Why didn't you call him Big Hammer Guy? He has multitudes! He has depth!
Now listen to me, you sour-faced prune. If you
Not that old.
If you dare to insult my halls again, I shall have you escorted off.
I'll go quiet.
Do you know where the egg is?
I do not. Roll me a perception.
Perception? Alright. Yay!
You see nothing.
Yeah, right.
Do I see anything?
Yeah, do we?
Yeah, you can roll perception as well, that's fine.
We see slightly
Man,
more.
we're so bad at this today.
You notice there's a glint of gold right at the very back of the stage that you're currently stood on.
I'm gonna send my unseen servant to pick up the golden thing.
Nice.
The unseen servant brings back a golden egg to you.
Well, if the egg isn't here, then I guess we have no business here. And you swear to me in the name of Bahamut that you've no idea what's going on.
And she says, "Of course not. I am a holy person. I am no vagabond nor thief."
Okay. Well, this isn't the egg, so... Very egg-like. Can you explain what's going on?
She says, "You fool. That is just an offering to the church."
Do you mind if I have this investigated?
By all means. As long as it is returned.
Okay. I'll have a quick look over while it's here. And if we've still got time, we can send it... I think, given this is an offering to the church, you wouldn't mind if... It may be preferable if we bring someone over to investigate rather than take it out of the thing.
By all means.
Okay. I think, I'm going to have a quick look over, and failing that, I'm going to ask Annabellis or Osteen to come over. If we have time.
Yeah. So
'Kay.
you're heading... Where are you heading now then?
I'm just going to have a look at the egg first, quickly.
There's nothing defining about it. This is a whole, complete egg. You think it's probably gone... It's probably dead. It's not gonna hatch. And it seems like it is just for show.
Oh. Okay. Is it the crest?
Make an intelligence check. Investigation check, actually. No, this is definitely not the crest you're looking for. Because he described it as a cracked dragon egg. With the symbol of the dragon hunters on it. Which is 2 crossbows crossed over.
So it's pristine. It's too pristine to actually be the crest. Okay. And I guess from what they discovered, that the crest would be considered desecrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hand it back to him. Well, if stuff's as you say, even if it does belong, if this is Ogden's, it just seems kind of, I'd rather you have it. To be honest.
She says, thank you very much, I shall put it back.
Okay. If you do see the crest, I'd appreciate the information. Obviously, it would still be stolen. I think you'd rather it be destroyed than, or disposed of in an appropriate manner than it fall into the wrong hands and be misused for arcane purposes or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're done here. If everyone else is.
Yeah. Did you just say that the crest had 2 crossbows on it? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's 2 crossbows crossing over.
Okay. Just wondering if that has anything to do with the crossbows that we saw at Brown Tears. Okay. Okay, so we walk out of the cathedral and kind of compare notes, I guess, of what do we have left to look at.
We need to investigate the connection between old dwarf guy and sketchy prostitute lady.
And Castells. Yes, I think we should go talk to Master Ogden again. The only lead we did not find was his best friend Doten.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't been seen for a couple of days. We could ask around about him, but I think we should go talk to Master Ogden.
Could Doten have that at that place?
Possibly.
Actually, from what I've heard, is Castell's place, is it above board? Is it sanctioned? Is it taxed? Or is it kind of just people look past it?
It's really seedy. Really unbelievably seedy.
Yes, I mean...
It's completely ignored by any town guards or the governments or... because pretty much anyone and everyone that's anyone that goes there.
Yeah, so... It's kind of illegal, but looked past on the basis that too many people are invested in it, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you give me a second? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Should we ask Annabellis if Doten used to go to Castells with Ogden, or separately, if he would go there as well?
Yeah, I could pop back there if you want.
Yes, I feel this would be good information to have before going to talk to Master Ogden.
Okay. Can I do that?
Yeah.
I go do that. And presumably accompanied by guards on my own. Unless Gemma would like to go this time?
So you're going to Annabellis, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So move your tokens down to the treasury.
Okay.
So
where
the
is it?
treasury is south.
Okay.
And you are permissed in. Annabellis has assured the guards that you're of no threat, so you and Nunk and Gemma this time are allowed in. Gemma, again, as you're walking through, you see a big vault. Written in many dialects is Vault of the King, pertaining to the fact that it holds the King's gold. Another one that is pertaining to holding magical items that have been confiscated, and you've got an alchemist's laboratory at the back.
Can I do like a perception to see if I see, because the king was one of the people that he said might have done it. So can I just kind of like
It's
look in
like
there?
it's a sealed vault.
I see.
There's
Okay.
nothing, no through.
It's not like window or anything in
No.
the door. Okay.
Back.
Then I guess just turn to Annabella then.
Hi again. I brought a friend.
Sorry, I got some feedback then.
Hi again. I got friends this time.
Oh, hello. Pop, pop, pop. Bear with me 2 seconds, and just, you just see her sort of disappear to her upper cupboards this time, and the same oozy green liquid comes out the top cupboards.
So Gemma's super interested in this as soon as she sees that she's working on like potions and stuff. And she like gets close and like looks at it like, "Whoa, what are you doing? What are you working on?"
She says, "Oh, just something of my own special brew."
What is it meant to do?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
What are you putting in it?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Can I like see any of the ingredients and stuff using herbalism?
Roll for herbalism, yep.
That might be medicine.
Yeah.
No, I have an herbalism kit proficiency.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What attribute is it though? Because that was really unclear to me.
Yeah. Let me
It's
just-
it's DM's call.
Yeah, I would
It's
say
usually it'd probably be wisdom or intelligence based.
Yeah, I would say go along with the intelligence.
Plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Yep, I got it.
So yeah, you can tell there's a variety of herbs from the mountains, and one thing piques your interest as well. I can't remember what you called it in your backstory now. I'll have to find it later. But the your holy tree, you notice there's a handful of leaves from that tree.
Whoa, it's a summit tree. She'd be like, "Where did you get this?"
And she says, "Oh, off of traders." You mishear her saying traitors.
Yeah.
Okay, she gets really angry. What do they look like? Who were they? And how long ago did you get these?
Oh, it was a fairly burly man. Short hair. It looked a bit like you, actually. Where did you say you were from again?
I am Gemma of the Raigrad Vaktare.
She sort of blinks at you blankly.
We protect the mountains in the north in sanctuary.
Oh, right. Yes, okay. And you see her get out a little journal and she's scribbling notes.
How long ago did you get these?
Oh,
Or can I tell by what they look like?
yeah, you get an idea that they're only a couple of days old. Like, she's only had them a couple of days because of them looking like they're a couple of weeks old.
Okay. Would I know, like, I mean, I would know this, but would my tribe come all the way down here for trading?
Not likely.
Okay. So it's probably multi-steps and such. Okay. Do you know the man who sold you this? Do you know where he went?
I believe he left town.
When? Do you know where he was going?
He said something about travelling back north. I do hope he brings me more of these specimens, though. They're absolutely fascinating.
You should not have these. It is not for you.
I'm sorry, are they your property, my dear?
Yes.
Sense? Yes.
Well,
I look shocked.
I don't know how you can own a tree.
Well, imagine
You
if
know
someone
nothing.
imagine if someone went into your garden and just randomly dug up your flower bed.
Garden? I don't have a garden. Are you mad? Have you
Well-
seen this city?
Have you thought about getting an allotment? It could be useful for experimental botanical purposes.
Ah, that could be a good idea. you see her start making more notes in her journal.
Yeah. So...
Can I try to take them?
Are you
Because
trying
that's what
to-
she would do.
are you
Can I
trying-
help by distracting Annabellis with more questions?
Annabellis is sort of watching you.
I'm going to start like discussing the plans for the allotment and stuff.
And she says, "I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll give these back to you if you can take me to the fascinating place that these come from. They really are unique."
I would never do that.
Well, why not? I didn't say.
Would
I'd
you be
take
able to
anything.
Would you be able to study it without harming the original plant?
Oh yes, that's why I want to go. I want to see if I can get a seed.
Would this be considered? If people had a source of your holy plant without damaging the original plant.
She is not allowed there.
Okay. I can imagine there's like you'd have to be inducted into her tribe and stuff.
Well, in that
And
case, I'm afraid.
You'd be probably doing it under like false pretenses rather than
Well, in that case, I'm afraid I cannot let these specimens go. I just simply can't. And she sort of locks them in her drawer.
we've gone off track.
Gemma's fuming. She's super pissed off.
Yeah. Do you know much about Doton's links with your employer?
Doton. Yes, well, when you say my employer, do you mean the government?
The other employer.
Oh, Lady Castell, yes, that. Yes.
Not sure how subtle you wanted me to be about that.
Oh, no, it's fine. Most of the city knows.
Very open secret.
She says, Doton, he doesn't really travel down there much. It's only the odd occasion. He's not a very big tipper, you see.
Hmm. Is he... Could he be acquainted in a more of a professional capacity than a leisure capacity? What's his line of work? Because I know he probably can't hunt dragons anymore.
He's the blacksmith.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
I thought it was
what?
Dante.
No, that Dante was the blacksmith.
Dante, yeah. Doton sort of works alongside him.
Well. Okay. Can imagine maybe supplying manacles or something.
No, I'm sorry, nothing like that. As
Oh.
I say, he doesn't really have much contact with my employer, so I'm afraid you're leading on a dead end there.
Okay. So, but he still goes down there. And I don't
Very
think,
occasionally.
which implies he's maybe not as enamored as the regular customers. Actually, while I'm here, would you be able... besides your research, do you supply potions to adventurers?
He says I can?
Do you have anything that would keep one's mind clear?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if it's too metagamey to suspect some enchantments going on.
Well, Gemma told you that she thought that he was, because she saw it happen. They were unsure when he came out.
And he was acting a bit suspicious this morning as well.
Well,
Is it reasonable?
And we are expecting to go back, and if we don't want it to happen again, then...
Yeah, do you have either a potion that could keep one's head clear against enchantments or dispel one?
My dear, I don't know why you'd require such things. This city is perfectly safe. Nothing like that goes on here.
True, but I'm also going to be travelling out of town. And I'm an adventurer.
I can brew something up, but it could take at least a week, I suppose. I haven't made one of these for a very long time, and you see her sort of scrambling through some very, very ripped up notebooks.
Not sure if we've got a week. Any general advice?
Well, just, well, you're a magic user, you know what to look for.
Of sorts. I'm also very new at this. It was a very sort of rapid introduction to the arcane. I'm not sure if it's divine or arcane at this point. It's confusing.
But anyway, no, I'm afraid this would take a considerable amount of time and probably a considerable amount of gold.
Yes. Oh well. Well, thanks for your help anyway.
Make an Arcana check.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
You notice that Annabella's eyes are a sort of very faint violet colour.
Okay. I think...
One last question. The man who sold you those leaves, was he wearing a bear pelt?
She sort of ponders for a minute. No, I'd say it's more wolf, but it was certainly a luxurious fur.
Thank you.
Gemma, can I talk for a sec? Just outside?
Mm-hmm. Gemma's very distracted.
Come on. You go. Come on.
She follows you, but she's like
You hear a marble grinder come out, and you see her just grinding the leaves up.
She cringes.
I noticed there was something strange about her eyes. I think she may be compromised.
What do you
mean? She works for prostitute lady who I keep forgetting the name of. Castell. I will write it down. And if someone is proficient in enchantment, I can imagine that would be something they do on their employees. Do you know a way to remove magical effects, or... I'm afraid the methods that I've used are somewhat percussive and lethal. And probably not advised at this present time.
I do not know a way to cure humans other than, curing their, physical wounds. I do not know much about the mind.
Do you think we could take her to the temple and ask if they could help us out? Because they would be interested in making sure that no one's using the egg for nefarious purposes. I can imagine a brothel would be a nefarious place for an egg.
We could certainly ask them.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, Gemma's only like half paying attention. Her mind is just reeling from all the things and the implications of it.
Yeah. So, my plan is go to the temple, ask them if they have a way of dispelling a magical effect on someone, explain our reasoning because it could mean that we recover the egg. I'm not sure if I want to give it to Ogden at this point, given what the Temple of Bahamut said. But it would at least mean it doesn't fall into worse hands. We tell her that I might have that there's a disease going around. They're just asking if people would come and receive a blessing to get rid of it. We bring her there. Spell magic. Boom.
Yeah, it's good.
Alternatively, we might have another way of getting rid of the effect. Now, from my training, if someone's casting a spell and it's got an ongoing effect, you can punch them repeatedly and that usually stops them casting the spell.
Does it have to be while they're casting it?
Some spells require you to maintain focus on it, like actually it is...
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. Like, some spells I may know. Hex! Sorry, just like, throat.
Yes, I know some magic as well that requires constant concentration.
Yeah. Could be dealing with something very powerful though if this is affecting multiple people at once.
So perhaps the cathedral is our best bet.
Yeah, they seem pretty decent. Guys, what do you think about handing the egg over to them because of the reasons they gave?
Perhaps we should verify what they said.
Well, it's not about whether it's true or not, it's about what they believe. It's more of a philosophical thing than a... Unless you think they would want the egg for other purposes.
This is what I mean. It belonged to Ogden, and nothing bad happened when he had it until it was stolen, right?
Yeah. It belonged to Ogden, but before that it belonged presumably to a dragon. So... Although I don't know.
Am I permitted to participate in this conversation?
Yes, I'm encouraging you. Sorry.
Yeah, anytime you want to say something, Nunk, just jump in.
Oh, they said went and talked privately. I didn't know if I was bringing...
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I said Nunk, I'm not sure if you heard.
Yeah, she said both of you.
Well, if I didn't say it, I would have meant you two.
Okay. Ogden is owner. It should be returned to him.
He's
I
owner,
tend
but
to agree, but as long as it's safe.
it's like those leave things. Like, I'd want to return it to your tribe, but as it stands, Annabellis is the current owner.
It is not the same thing.
She's the owner, but she owns it under sketchy circumstances, which I don't agree with, and I'd rather the leaves belong to you. I'm failing to see the false equivalency here.
Yeah, in her mind, like it is completely different. I understand though.
Yeah.
The leaves were stolen from you?
From my people, yes. They are not meant to leave.
Leaf. Sorry, Dave.
That's fine. So, where are you guys heading up? You heading back up to the Citadel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless we want to talk to Master Organ first.
That is dealings with Castell.
And possibly about the crossbows at the Brown Tier? Because he said the old owner was killed or whatever 10 years ago, which I think is when Master Ogden came to town.
Oh. That's a good point. What if Ogden stole it from that dragon hunter?
That's what I'm kind of wondering.
Oh. Yeah.
Should we talk to Master Ogden first? Try to see if we can check what the priests of Bahamut said, and then return to the cathedral.
Yep. Let's do that.
Okay, so you're going to the temple first?
No, Ogden first.
Odin first.
Sure, okay. So it's getting quite late in the day now. You head up to Master Ogden's and his little let's see, was he a halfling or was he a
Gnome, I think.
yeah, gnome. Yeah, his little gnomish servant comes to the door and he says, "Ah, you must have good news, yes?"
We just wanted to check a couple of things this end in order to confirm some suspicions we had. Just
Okay.
further investigation of the scene of the crime.
Okay, yes, sure, come in. Can I get you tea or?
Yes, you can.
Perfect.
Would this count as a short rest if I have a cup of tea?
Yes.
Okay.
He
I get my spell back.
Rushes away and brings you all a herbal tea.
Okay. I just feel the arcane energy surge back into me as I drink.
And he goes, so, I mean, Master Ogden is out on other business at the moment, but how
Is
can I
he
help?
at Castell's?
I do not inquire. And you look the gnome up and down and you see he's covered in bruises.
Are you alright?
Oh yes, he's just stressed, that's all it is.
Would you like some berries? And I hold out like a handful, like.
Oh no, I mustn't.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh shit! While he's gone, can I go over to the thing that was broken and try to fix it?
You can try.
Okay. What was it again? Was it a vase or?
Yeah.
Okay, I cast mending on it.
Nope. You just see like a tiny little spark go off of this vase as the crack gets bigger.
Damn it!
I'm
What
gonna
are
go
you
to
doing, you crazy woman?
I was trying to fix it.
No, you can't.
I'm gonna
Why
ask
not?
Look, Master Ogden wouldn't want me telling you this, but spells cast in this house have a reverse effect.
Oh,
Good, because I was about to heal you.
He says, so please, don't touch anything. Don't cast anything.
Wait, if they have a reverse effect, if I try and damage him with that heal... have you got a spell that would damage the vase?
Yes.
You could try that. I think some that I know may be less prone to interference because it's just pure force.
Yeah, mine's a little dangerous inside of a wooden house.
But if it has the reverse effect, then
These
surely...
are stone construction, these houses.
Oh, well then it wouldn't be as bad.
At the same time, I don't want this to go horribly wrong.
Yeah, it seems a little sketchy.
Nunk, what do you think I should do?
He has told you, do not do that.
He didn't... He said don't do mending, though. He didn't say anything about, certain other spells.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah. Nunk, would you like to cast a spell?
I sort of think about it for a little bit too long.
Surely, if arcane effects are, like, opposed, then you must be the most powerful wizard of all at the moment.
Why are we here again?
We wanted to speak to Master Ogden, but he is not here.
I suspect he's at Castell's. I also wanted to try and heal the gnome, but apparently magic has opposing effects here. That could be very, very bad.
That could be very bad. Perhaps we should return to the cathedral and come back here later?
Yeah, we could. I'm gonna ask the servant whether just between you and me, what would do you know, outside of professional capacity, what would you assume about the relationship between Castell and Ogden?
You hear a voice from behind you, and he says, everyone goes to Castell's for entertainment.
Thank you, voice from behind me.
I see my servant let you in.
Yes, he is paid to answer the door.
I'm in no fit state for questions today.
I could offer to heal you.
That's not a wise idea.
I could offer to anti-heal you, and then that would heal you.
In what sense?
Your servant informed me that magical effects were reversed in this house.
Yes, so if you target something with malicious intent, you will yourself be targeted. If you try to heal things, you will end up dealing damage. It's not a very wise idea.
I thought dealing damage would heal something. Okay. Isn't that a bit dangerous if you want to receive first aid?
Not at all. If I want first aid, I go up to the Citadel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, would Castell have any leverage on you? Could she be involved with the egg?
No, Castell's fine. Lovely drow lady. But
I look in his eyes and I'm gonna try and look for the same puzzle.
there's nothing there.
Ah, damn it. Yeah. What is... Does she have any other area of expertise besides, you know?
Not that I'm aware. Look, is there any point to this line of questioning? Because I've really got a headache.
Oh. Well, I think we've exhausted our line of questioning unless you two have any other ideas.
Did you know the old owner of the brown tier?
Yes, he was a fellow hunter like myself.
Were you in the same group?
No, we passed each other on various adventures, but you know how it is. You meet people that you see every once in a while.
Do you know how he died?
Old age. 592, what an age to go.
I take it he was elven or dwarvish? Or gnomish?
Yes, he was a dwarf like myself.
Ah.
Extremely
Have you ever...
old for our kind.
So, when you were a dragon hunter, what kind of fighting style did you have?
He sort of reaches underneath his chair, and you see him pull out 2 light crossbows. And he says, "These were every dragon hunter's life and death."
Could you show me?
Come outside.
And I'm just gonna like look him up and down and make sure that he actually knows how to use them.
And he goes,
That's like
"Vorosh, set up the pit." He goes, "Right away, sir." And you see Vorosh rush outside, and he follows slowly behind with his crossbows. And Vorosh is winding this big wheel around as you see sort of targets starting to come up and move. And Ogden loads in an arrow into one of the crossbows, and you hear him say something. Do any of you understand Draconic?
Yes.
You hear him saying Draconic. This is your last breath, demon. And he fires the bolt, and you just see this bolt grow exponentially in size until it hits its target.
He seems legit to me. I take it he was some kind of ranger then. Or, I don't know. Some kind of magical archer type person.
Nog looks really impressed.
Let the dragon be consumed!
He says, "That is the dragon hunter's life and blood." And you hear him go over to the arrow, and he says, "The battle is won, the death is claimed." And you see the arrow shrink back to its original size.
Neat. That could be useful. Sadly, I'm not as adept with weapons as I once was, but it's like nice to see that you've retained your skills.
He says, "Whilst we are not allowed to use magic, there is no such thing about using imbued weapons."
Oh. That could be a very good cover. I mean, yeah.
While we were at the Cathedral of Bahamut, they said that people might want the egg to do bad things. What do you know about this?
That egg is extremely powerful. I could only imagine what would happen if it were to fall into the wrong hands, but I have no idea of its full capabilities. For me, it was just a trophy.
Could it be used to power multiple enchantments at once?
I have no idea.
Okay. Do we want to do the thing with Bahamut?
It's
I
getting
know.
it's getting quite late. You guys are
Probably next session.
Yeah, it will be next session. I'm saying it's getting late in game as well. It's night time. You guys are all feeling quite exhausted from the travelling during the day.
Should we go see if Beldar's back at Brown Tears?
Yeah, we could have a quick look around for him on our way back. Ask around if anyone's seen him. Actually, we should probably check the prison if what those guards said was anything to go by.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we check the drunk tank, or
Oh, I told you I know where the Dragonborn is.
oh,
If he's still there.
if you didn't get caught on the way.
He saw him going to Castell's care.
Yeah, I tell them that.
I thought you said he went to a physician.
I did. What was the name of the place?
Castells. She's not a physician.
Castells, no.
Right.
Yes, Castells. Castell's cure.
It's called Castell's Care.
It's not that kind of care, Nunk. I don't recommend it.
I think we should check the tavern. If he's not back yet, maybe we should try and find him.
Yeah. Swing by the tavern quickly, then...
Yep, so as you guys sort of walk into the tavern, you see Beldar sort of collapsed in a chair, giggling away.
Beldar, are you alright?
He says, yeah, I've just had the greatest time. I think I'm in love.
Oh dear.
How thingy does the bar owner seem about magic?
How what, sorry?
Do we know the barkeeper's attitude towards magic?
Probably not.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Gemma to come with me into a back room and Nunk to come with me and just drag him there and just pump loads of healing light into him. See if it does anything.
Roll me a D100.
Okay. It's... The power of the thunder compels you!
As you start to try to cast various types of healing spell, you notice there are sparks, unusual sparks coming out from your hands, and you think it's probably a good idea to stop.
Oh. Okay. It's the heat. It wouldn't be a healing spell, it would be the healing light feature.
Healing light feature.
Xanathar's Guide.
Okay, bear with me 2 seconds, let me just double check.
I don't actually have a healing spell yet. I just have a healing pool. It would be similar to Paladin Lay on Hands, imagine maybe mechanically.
Healing... what was it? Healing...
Healing light.
light.
I'm gonna look up the rule. What it is.
Alright.
It's probably DM Fiat, whether it's magical.
I would say it's magical. Oh, here we go. Ability channel celestial energy to heal wounds. Yeah, I mean, despite it being a celestial feat, you would still have to use a type of magic.
Okay.
And you know for a fact that definitely does not agree with this part of the world. It's not like a bad spark. It's not like, oh my god, I've blown up the tavern. It's just like a warning light. Almost.
Did
like,
that happen? Did that happen when I cast Goodberry last night?
No, didn't happen last night.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna give some good berries to Beldar and try to make him eat it.
Beldar takes them gratefully and he sort of shovels them down. And he goes, ow.
Are you okay?
My head.
I'm gonna get him some more milk.
And this time he drinks the milk gratefully and he goes, I'm going to bed. Night night.
Nice.
Wait, what happened?
You just see him sort of go off to bed and sleep.
Do you know what that was? He seemed different again.
Yeah.
He seems more himself than
But
anything else.
considering we've known him 2 days and he's acted, strange kind of both days. Huh.
I mean, we don't really have like a standard calibration for what is normal self.
You're right. This is what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll talk to him tomorrow.
Brilliant. And we'll leave it there. So you guys, I'm assuming you all turn in for the night at Brown Tears.
Yeah. Can I
Yeah.
cast Goodberry again since I didn't use spells? Do I get the weird spark now?
Roll D100.
I'm gonna stand back. Oh dear. Oh dear. Are you looking up the wild magic tape?
Nope. As you start casting your spell, you notice a really strange surging energy coming through your hands, and you effectively cast a mini lightning bolt that backfires.
Oof.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. I guess she'll not do it again.
Is she still up?
No, it knocks you flat out. You
Oh,
go
okay.
down. It's such an overwhelming surge of energy that these sparks just overwhelm your body, and you sort of fly into the wall and just out cold. And you sort of see Estella poke her head out, like, what the fuck just happened?
Is she like just knocked out, or
She's just knocked out. She's unconscious.
Yeah, I'll just like touch her with the stick, just poke a little bit.
You see Brown Tear come barreling up the stairs. What the bloody hell's going on?
I'm not gonna mention it was magic.
Would you say?
I think she's had too much to drink.
Roll deception. He goes, we'll try and keep it down. A dwarf's got to sleep. And you see him run back downstairs.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna drag her to bed. Just tuck her in and go sleep.
I'm looking really confused. I have no clue what's going on.
Nunk, if you do any magic, I'd recommend maybe not doing it here. I got, like, a weird feeling about it earlier.
Ah.
Not sure if it's got the same kind of protection as the other place we went to earlier.
And we will leave it there for tonight. So thanks for watching, folks. And it will be on YouTube. I hope you guys don't mind. And
Cool,
we'll
go
see
ahead.
you next week.
All right. Thank you.
Cool.